Here's why you're still broke: you're too excited about money. Every time money comes in, you celebrate it like it's a miracle. You treat every client like they're your last one. You get emotionally activated by every payment notification. And that excitement is exactly what's keeping you from wealth. Because here's the truth nobody tells you: wealth flows when it stops feeling special. Money multiplies when abundance feels normal. Your nervous system needs to be desensitized to wealth before it can actually hold it. Let me explain what I mean by quantum wealth desensitization. Right now, your nervous system treats wealth as an anomaly, something rare, exciting, and temporary. When you get a high-ticket client, your system floods with dopamine. You screenshot the payment. You tell everyone. You celebrate hard. And while that feels good in the moment, you're actually reinforcing the neural pathway that says, "This is unusual, this is special, this doesn't happen often." Your nervous system learns through repetition and emotional intensity. When you have a big emotional response to money coming in, you're teaching your system that money is emotionally significant, which means it's also rare. Things that are normal don't trigger intense emotional responses. You don't celebrate breathing. You don't get excited about walking, because those things are normalized in your system. Wealthy people have normalized wealth. They don't celebrate a $10,000 payment because $10,000 is normal to their nervous system. It's expected. It's regular. There's no emotional charge around it. And because there's no charge, there's no resistance. Money flows to them easily because their system isn't treating it as special. But here's where most people get confused. They think wealth normalization means not being grateful or not appreciating money. That's not it at all. Gratitude and appreciation are calm, grounded emotions. What I'm talking about eliminating is the spike of excitement, the shock, the "oh my god, I can't believe this happened" energy. That energy signals scarcity, not abundance. Think about it. When you're shocked that money came in, what are you actually saying energetically? You're saying, "I didn't expect this. This doesn't normally happen to me. This is unusual." And the universe responds by making it unusual. Your excitement is literally creating the scarcity you're trying to escape. This is abundance embodiment, the state where wealth doesn't activate your nervous system because it's integrated into your identity as normal. Not special. Not rare. Not something to get worked up about. Just normal. Expected. Regular. Let's talk about money comfort and why most people don't have it. Money comfort is the ability to be around money, receiving it, having it, spending it, talking about it, without emotional activation. Most people have intense discomfort around money that they don't even recognize because they've normalized the discomfort. Watch what happens in your body when you think about receiving $50,000 in one payment. Does your system calm down or activate? For most people, it activates. Heart rate increases. Breathing changes. Thoughts start racing. What would I do with it? How would I handle it? What if it doesn't happen? What if it does happen? That's money discomfort masquerading as excitement. Real money comfort looks like this. You think about receiving $50,000 and your system stays regulated. Calm. There's no spike. No drama. Just, yes, that's normal for me. The same way you'd think about receiving your regular paycheck or paying for groceries. Completely neutral, emotionally. This is the difference between people who make money and people who keep money. Making money is about strategy and action. Keeping and multiplying money is about nervous system regulation around wealth. You can manifest money into your life, but if your system isn't comfortable with it, you'll unconsciously get rid of it. This shows up in bizarre ways. Sudden, unexpected expenses right after receiving money. Impulsive spending. Investing in things you don't need. Giving it away to feel more comfortable. Self-sabotaging your business so the income stops flowing. Your nervous system will do whatever it takes to return you to your comfort zone, and if wealth isn't in your comfort zone, it won't stay. Wealth normalization is the practice of systematically desensitizing your nervous system to higher and higher levels of abundance until they feel completely normal. It's like exposure therapy for money. You expose yourself to the energy of wealth repeatedly until your system stops reacting to it. Most people are doing the opposite. They're keeping themselves sensitized to wealth by treating every win as extraordinary. They're reinforcing the neural pathways of scarcity by staying emotionally activated around money. They wonder why they can't break through their income ceiling when their entire nervous system is programmed to reject anything beyond that ceiling as too much, too fast, too different. Here's what quantum wealth desensitization looks like in practice. You receive a $20,000 payment and you feel calm. Grateful, yes. But calm. You don't need to tell anyone. You don't need to celebrate. You don't screenshot it for proof. Because it's normal. It's expected. Your system knows this is just how money flows to you now. Now let's get into how to actually desensitize your nervous system to wealth. This isn't about affirmations or visualization, though those can help. This is about systematic exposure to the frequency of abundance until your system recalibrates what normal means. First, you need to understand your current wealth set point. This is the amount of money your nervous system considers normal and safe. For some people, it's $3,000 months. For others, $10,000. For very few, it's unlimited. You know you've hit your set point when that level of income feels easy, expected, and emotionally neutral. Anything above your set point feels activating, exciting, scary, or both. Anything below it feels wrong and motivates you to take action. Your set point is where your system relaxes. And here's the problem. You will unconsciously self-regulate back to your set point. If you go above it, you'll sabotage. If you go below it, you'll hustle. But you'll always return to what feels normal. Quantum wealth desensitization is about raising your set point. You do this through repeated exposure to higher levels of wealth until they stop feeling activating. Here's a practical exercise. Every day, practice receiving large amounts of money in your mind. Not visualization for manifestation. I mean literally practicing the somatic experience of receiving. Close your eyes. Imagine checking your bank account and seeing $100,000. Notice what happens in your body. Does your heart race? Does your breathing change? Does excitement or fear spike? Stay with that feeling. Don't try to change it. Just notice it. Breathe through it. Let your system experience it until the activation decreases. Do this daily with increasingly larger amounts until you can imagine receiving $1 million with a completely calm, regulated nervous system. This is how you desensitize. This is how you normalize wealth before it arrives in your physical reality. Second, start acting from the identity of someone for whom your goal income is normal. How does someone who regularly makes $50,000 months behave? They don't celebrate a $5,000 sale like it's life-changing. They don't check their bank account obsessively. They don't have emotional drama around invoicing. They're calm, professional, and expecting money to flow. Embody that now, before you have the income. This is abundance embodiment, being the person who has the wealth before the wealth shows up. Your energy shifts. Your decisions shift. Your entire operating system shifts to match the frequency of your desired reality. Third, practice money comfort in small, daily ways. Look at your bank account without emotional reaction. Pay bills with calm gratitude, not stress. Talk about money neutrally, not with charge. Handle money, even small amounts, with the same ease you'll want with large amounts. Let's address the biggest block to wealth normalization. The belief that you need to stay humble and grateful by being amazed every time money comes. This is spiritual bypassing dressed up as gratitude. Real gratitude is calm and grounded. Performative amazement is fear-based scarcity pretending to be appreciation. You've been taught that if you stop being excited about money, you're ungrateful. That if wealth feels normal, you're taking it for granted. This is complete nonsense designed to keep you energetically locked in scarcity. Think about the wealthiest people you know. Do they have emotional meltdowns every time they receive money? No. Because it's normal to them. There's a massive difference between appreciation and activation. You can deeply appreciate money flowing to you while remaining completely calm and regulated. In fact, that calm appreciation is a higher frequency than excited shock. Calm appreciation says, yes, this is expected, this is how my life works, I'm grateful for this normal abundance. Excited shock says, I can't believe this is happening, this is so unusual, please don't let it stop. Your nervous system reads the energy behind your response. And excited shock, no matter how positive it feels, is still a stress response. It's still activation. It's still your system treating wealth as a threat or an anomaly. And what gets treated as an anomaly doesn't get normalized. Wealth normalization also means normalizing the lifestyle that comes with wealth. If you're uncomfortable with nice things, uncomfortable being seen as successful, uncomfortable with the visibility that comes with abundance, your system will reject the wealth that creates those experiences. You can't compartmentalize. You can't want the money but reject everything that comes with having money. This is where a lot of spiritual entrepreneurs get stuck. They want wealth, but they're uncomfortable with being perceived as wealthy. They want abundance, but they shame themselves for wanting nice things. They want money to flow, but they apologize for charging premium prices. That internal conflict creates resistance that blocks the flow. Abundance embodiment requires you to normalize all of it. The money, the lifestyle, the visibility, the success, the premium pricing, the ease. You need to become someone who is completely comfortable being wealthy. Not in a performative look-at-me way, but in a deeply integrated, this is just who I am way. Here's the practice. Start making decisions from wealth now. Not from scarcity. When you're deciding what to invest in, ask yourself, what would I do if I already had my goal income? When you're pricing your offers, ask, what would I charge if wealth was already normal to me? When you're choosing how to spend your time, ask, how would I prioritize if money was no longer a stress? So here's where this all comes together. Quantum wealth desensitization isn't about becoming cold or unappreciative. It's about becoming so comfortable with abundance that your nervous system stops treating it as special. Because when it stops being special, it becomes sustainable. The wealth you're seeking won't flow consistently until your system can hold it comfortably. You can have breakthrough moments. You can manifest big payments. But if your nervous system isn't desensitized to that level of wealth, you'll unconsciously return to your set point. The breakthrough becomes an anomaly, not a new normal. This is why some people have good months, followed by terrible months. Their good month exceeded their wealth set point. Their system got activated, and it self-corrected back down to what feels normal. They think they're experiencing feast or famine, but they're actually experiencing their nervous system regulating back to their set point. The solution isn't to hustle harder or find a better strategy. The solution is to raise your set point through systematic desensitization. Make wealth normal. Make abundance expected. Make money comfort your default state. Here's your action step. For the next 30 days, practice wealth desensitization daily. Spend 10 minutes imagining receiving your goal monthly income as a single payment. Notice the activation in your body. Breathe through it. Stay with it until your system calms. Do this until you can imagine receiving any amount of money with complete nervous system regulation. Second, stop celebrating money like it's unusual. Start treating every payment, every client, every sale as expected. Not ungratefully, expectantly. Yes, of course this came. This is normal for me. Shift from surprise to certainty. Third, make one decision today from the identity of someone for whom your goal income is already normal. Maybe it's how you price something. Maybe it's an investment you make. Maybe it's how you show up on a sales call. Act from wealth, not toward wealth. Remember, wealth flows when it stops feeling special. Money multiplies when abundance feels normal. Your capacity to receive is directly tied to your nervous system's comfort with having. You don't need to get more excited about money, you need to get more comfortable with it. Quantum wealth desensitization is the missing piece in most people's abundance work. They're doing the manifesting, the mindset work, the strategy, but they're not doing the nervous system reprogramming that makes wealth sustainable. They're trying to hold water in a bucket with holes, wondering why it keeps draining out. Close the holes. Desensitize your system. Normalize wealth. Make abundance so expected that your nervous system stops fighting it and starts sustaining it. That's when everything shifts. That's when wealth stops being something you chase and becomes something you embody. That's quantum wealth desensitization.